Alright folks, let's get into it. Hopefully sound is good. Hopefully the mic isn't messing up tonight. What else am I concerned about? Not sure, but if the stream isn't very good, you guys let me know. In terms of sound, visual quality, things like that. But yeah, welcome back folks to the most inconsistent Legacy of Kain Defiance playthrough on the internet. You will not find one. Well, I challenge you to find one as inconsistent as this one. We did beat the game already quite a few episodes ago. Right now I'm just supposed to be trophy hunting, but this month has been a very eventful month, so have not gotten to play this as much as I wanted to. Let's continue. I think we're playing as Raziel. Hopefully you guys are doing well, having a great day, great night. Last time I played was I think 2 weeks ago, actually. Vampire Citadel. We got a trophy list I wrote down somewhere. The trophies we were supposed to be aiming for. Here it is. Thankfully it's not too far away. Alright. We still gotta impale some people. We gotta cast some folks to their deaths. We're still aiming for immolations. We need about 15 more of those. So let's get started. Let's get some things going here. And we also gotta take out all of these I forget what they call them. Feral hunters? Something like that. Oh, these guys are going down quick. Yep, I owe you guys a Defiance review. There's so much stuff I need to be doing. It's not even funny. You know what? Here's our impalements. What am I doing? Why am I doing combos? We do need to get Kain's combat gauge up as well. He's almost maxed out. We can get that going. We can use some we'll probably use some saves coming. Let me make sure, since we came in on the save, let me make sure that I've cleared this out as well. So I think there were only shades in there. Yeah, I ran past all these things. Let's go free experience points. Yeah, everything I said I was gonna do is still coming, still on the way. It's just the timetable on everything is a little bit off. So Defiance review, I think I'm wanting to do that once I get the...
Here no doubt was the evidence Mobius wished me to have. For the vampires had prophesied not one, but two champions. One destined to be Nosgoth's redeemer, the other its destroyer. The vampire's hero wielded the Reaver, forged for this very purpose. His opponent was clearly the champion of their adversaries, the Hilden, and brandished a flaming sword. The foretold outcome was unambiguous. The vampire hero would fall.
Yeah, we're still gonna still owe you guys a review. That's gonna be coming once I 100% the game. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I could start kind of just spitballing one now, but for some reason I'm like, let's wait till we 100% this thing. Gonna lift and see if we can chuck one of these folks over. There we go. Oh, it's stuck. Whatever. Had a bad angle. There we go. Not done.
The Reaver required some additional enhancement before this door could be opened.
Everybody cool till that Janos theme kicks in. Wheel of Life. Seemingly worshipped by the feral humans, this stone circle has been carved skillfully into the semblance of the Wheel of Fate. Far too detailed for such a primitive cult to create, this object must be a relic of the Citadel. Perhaps I can find its original resting place. Okay, I swear I know how to fight. I'm trying to do trophies. So if you're catching me for the first time, I swear I know how to fight in this game. Looks like I can't cast them off this cliff though, so I can actually show you guys that I at least kind of know what I'm doing. I mean, it still doesn't really look like I know what the hell I'm doing, because these enemies are particularly annoying. Yeah, I'm getting hung up on level geometry here. Enemies are getting stuck and stuff. The trophies are actually one heck of a challenge, and I think you have to get the trophies in like one sitting, because some of these would have unlocked if both campaigns were combined. So I think it only counts in terms of one playthrough, to be honest, in terms of these stats. Doing a guide on this one would be pretty fun. Trophy guy. Oh, you know what? I also need the Inspire Hate. So I should, let's see. So I don't think I have this. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let that rock. But what I'm also gonna do is to see if I can like save scum this. Hey, what's up, Painkiller? Thanks for joining tonight. I am doing well. Yeah, how's your night going? Sweet, all these guys are back. So we're gonna scum this for a little bit. I should be paying attention to how much experience I'm getting. These folks. Let's see. Let's see. So I have 525. Let's see what oh, he got stuck. Okay, one more time. 525. Okay, it's not bad. Like 22 points. I think if there was one thing I would add to this particular game, like if I could just add one combat feature, it's like a quick drop, like a move that gets Kain quickly to the ground. It's the only thing I would like that I really want. Everyone, including DC themselves, have overlooked the character Jason Todd. Jason Todd is pretty cool. They kind of did him dirty with that latest DC crossover event. I did hear about that one. I didn't get to read it, but I did hear about some of the events in that one. That guy can never get his revenge on Joker. And it's like DC will never let him do it. People say Batman has a lot of plot armor, but Joker has just as much plot armor as Batman. As much as I like Batman. So you just gotta manually just drop, because those guys are gonna attack you out the air every time. Man, these guys are annoying as shit. Normally you're just like cutting through them so fast that you don't realize how annoying they are. They got some iframes going on. They got some hyper armor. They got a lot going on. Yeah, Red Hood's cool. He's kind of like in a way, he's kind of like DC's Punisher. I like him. I like that he's a mixture of like Punisher and Batman in some ways. He's like I don't know. It's kind of like a Punisher Batman with a little bit of Nightwing thrown in there. It's a real interesting character. Okay. How many more of these kills do we need? Because the only thing with this trophy is we don't have a lot more time to for the game. We don't have a lot more gameplay left. They don't really tell you how much, like how many. All right. I think I saved it already, right? Let me just make sure. Pretty sure I did, but. Yeah, sorry guys if this is boring. I'm just trophy hunting as of now, so I'm trying to get impalements, immolations, and right now I'm focused on getting these guys to take each other out with Inspire Hate. Let's fill this up and get these guys to take each other out. There you go. Have at it. Have fun. There you go. They do so much damage to each other. Actually, you know what? There we go. Filled it right up. Badass and underrated, just like Jonah Hex. Marvel, you have Punisher and Daredevil and Blade. Yeah. Yeah, I love, with either verse, I love the street levelers. I usually love the street levelers the most. Their stories seem to be the most interesting to me. Yeah, Marvel needs to up their street leveler game. They need more games with just the street levelers. Like if they could bring some of the beat 'em ups back from back in the day, like the separation anxieties, like a full 3D version. Oh my goodness. I feel like I should have had this by now, but I think I'm including the kills I got from that first playthrough, which I used Inspire Hate a lot in that first playthrough. Yeah, I know. Once I'm in the air, you're gonna friggin' sky tackle me. Alright, fine. I know he was gonna do that, you asshole. Man, I want them to just make a Condemned game. Just give us a Condemned 3. Only kill one of these guys with that? That's lame. Alright, I think I'm gonna run this maybe 2 more times. Because I'm also losing interest in it.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
Also, it's possible that the game doesn't count these guys as Get out of here, man, with that tackle bullshit. Out of here. Oh my god, you guys don't know it. And now they aren't gonna do anything. The waste of a cast. He's gonna tackle. No. Rockstar should have given us the Punisher game. Monolith could did a Red Hood game. Yeah, they should go like full on next Batman game, because they're definitely gonna make like another Arkham game. Should probably be like a No Man's Land type thing, where you can play as the different factions. There we go. Finally got it. Finally got it. It's 25 enemies to slay each other. It's called Devil May Care. Now that would have been more enjoyable if it wasn't just for one playthrough. Like if they counted that between the playthroughs, that would have been super dope. Yeah, Punisher had a good run on the PS2. Punisher had he had one really good game on the PS2. Okay, let's actually fight them over here, then we can do these, camera's wigging out a little bit. The classic style isn't much better. Hold on. There we go. A lot of TK. I think Marvel just needed more beat 'em ups in a 3D era, to be honest. Like more action adventure style beat 'em ups. Oh, I hit him one time and he died. Right, got the checkpoint. I think we have accidentally made it so that these enemies won't respawn. Star Wars Force Unleashed games were dope. Excuse me. Should have got a third game. A third Condemned game, as well as a Fear 3. Yeah, you won't have me arguing that. Definitely. I can go for sequels to all those. Alright, yeah, I kind of messed it up. I could have used these guys for more impalements, but I got that checkpoint. So yeah, if you're farming impalements, if you're farming anything, this is actually not a bad stretch. These enemies are kind of annoying, but you can at least get your impalements and your inspire hates and your combos. How much experience did I get? Nearly filled it up. Just from that little stretch of combat. I wish I didn't go through this door here. This door kind of messed it up for us. Would have grinded a little bit more. Cool thing about the Ultimate Destruction games, Painkiller, was that they eventually became the prototype games. So if you want the Ultimate Destruction but a little bit more modern, you just play Prototype 1 and 2. The parkour in all three of those games is like next level stuff. Like, it's really good. It just feels good, like running up buildings and doing air dashes in that game. I've wasted so much time just doing that. Let's see, what can we do with these guys? Can we get our casts? We can kind of get the cast, but we have to do a lot of work to do that. So I think I might just take these guys out. Or we got to get like, we got a super combo of one of these guys to do what I'm trying to do. We could get the immolation. Okay, you. Thank you. And we're gonna switch this. Actually, Kain doesn't burn. That's right. He doesn't burn. Inspire Hate is his fire spell. Oh, that actually worked. Huh. Yeah, they aren't coming up. God. Stop being annoying. Yeah, the prototype games are insane. The fact that you can still like make the Hawk hands in prototype, you can still make the car hands, or I should call them the car boxing gloves, is insane. You can do a lot of insane stuff in prototype. It honestly doesn't get enough credit for how fun it is. I didn't play the second one, but the first one's a ton of fun. It gets a little bit annoying once you get to the late game, but it's still a fun ass game. And then prototype adds that like absorption, like you can absorb different enemies and different humans and stuff. Such a good game. Thought they were gonna seal me up in here. What can we do with these folks? Can we? Oh, I should have took those guys out when I had the chance. Hold on. Let me see something right quick. Okay, we're just gonna take these guys out. Because I think there is a trophy for defeating all the enemies at the Citadel. We got the kinetic shackles. Reinforcing my brute telekinetic abilities with exact technique, I'm able to temporarily shackle my enemies in midair with chains of force. Which we're gonna start doing. These guys are assholes. These guys and gals. Like, dude, friggin' iframe through my telekinetic shackles. Jerk ass. Kain, please. We should have gotten a Godzilla game that played like Peter Jackson's King Kong. You could play as a Navy SEAL, then Godzilla could be a beat 'em up. That would have been nice if they followed up that the King Kong game with something kind of in the same vein. It'd be interesting if they did do like a game like that with the Godzilla reboot. That would have been interesting. Open world Carnage game. I mean, we kind of got open world Carnage a little bit with Prototype. Just a little bit. Carnage can do, Prototype can do a few more things that Carnage couldn't, but I think Carnage also has some stuff that Prototype can't do. Let's see. I'm gonna try to calculate this. Well, we're maxed out, so I can't do any sort of calculations right now. I think we already did all the calculations last episode anyway. I think I ran past a lot of these guys before. Oh, we could have impaled some out here. You really gotta look for those. We might still be able to do it. Let's see. We gotta, I think, wherever we can, take advantage, so. How many impalements do we need? We need 50. I don't know how many I have. How many impalements I have, man. Breathing, immolation. I only have 14 wall impalements. I gotta get on these. I am behind on my quota of impalements. Yes, you gotta come out. You gotta meet me out here with your annoying fighting style. Come. I need you to be number 15. Here. Let's make this make sense. There. That didn't quite make sense, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, I wish these guys came back out. Let's see if that counted. Let's make sure. Should be 15. Yep, we got 15. So we got a lot of work to do on these impalements, man. Like we gotta nickel and dime all of these impalements. Because we are drastically behind. Thought there was a thingy up here. Doesn't look like it. Here we go. These guys. Listen, y'all are annoying. And I think they're hurting themselves somehow. Get out of here. We need a block button. Get out of here. Shit. Get out of here. Dude, I can't even use telekinesis on these assholes. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Did they survive that? Yeah. I need this one also down there. Yeah. They survive. Yes. Okay. I need you over here. Here. I gotta pull you. Of course I do. I know. Low. Ah, I can't believe that. Let's see. There we go. Recharge a little bit. Checkpoint, really? See, this is kind of a mess. Dude, why don't... Listen. Okay, alright. You're just food at this point. Alright, now I need TK also. Got all these assholes down here. Now another hard part is actually fucking getting them onto the spikes. But we can't take advantage because I got the checkpoint. So now when I reload it, these guys are gonna be gone. Open World The Mask game, that's the first I've ever heard of anybody requesting that. That's definitely a first. Definitely a first. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Spiked him? Sounds like I did. Alright. Let's see if we can do it all over again, because we are so behind on those impalements.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
I missed what you said there with the... So you said open world mask game. It could be a superhero open world RPG mixed with comedy and serious action like the movie and comics. You can play like the Mafia games and story too. Interesting. Yeah, I can't like... I've never thought of anything like that, like a mask open world game. I don't know if we have anything like remotely close to compare that to either. That'd be like a completely new kind of game. But it's interesting you made the base of the game kind of like a open world GTA Mafia type thing. Which I mean I can't think of a better way of doing that, so that could probably work. I just don't know what you do with the combat. Would you make it like a beat 'em up? I mean, in the 90s they would have just made it into like a 2D beat 'em up. If there isn't already a mask beat 'em up. Very possible that there is one. Oh, I hate these enemies so much. These are some annoying ass enemies. Sucks that we never got a sequel to Dante's Inferno. Yeah, it seemed like they were planning some big stuff with that. They had like animation. They had, I think, comics. It's very possible they even had a book. Can't quite remember. Yeah, but I think they were set to actually do some stuff with that game. They just never did it for whatever reason. Probably sales, maybe. I'm definitely not sure. I was, when Dante's Inferno first came out, I had just read the Divine Comedy, and I wasn't much of a fan of the game. took me some years to actually accept it for what it is. And it is a pretty fucking awesome game at the end of the day.
These statues were singularly inanimate. I knew better than to assume they would always remain so.
Dante's Inferno was definitely a really cool God of War clone. And I liked how it took the subject matter. I liked its subject matter. It was like God of War, but with like Christian lore. It was interesting. It was an interesting concept. It was a couple of things that kind of irked me about the game. The fact that like death was your first boss fight. I'm like, hold on, this human man is gonna just take out death as his tutorial boss, like for real. So that annoyed me, and the fact that it was like Dante himself wasn't the poet like he was in the actual book. And then I think the first power up you get in the game is like Pontius Pilate. So I was just like, this game's mega dumb. It took me some years to kind of just let all that stuff go and then just enjoy it for what it was. And the last time I played it, I didn't beat it, but I had a really good time. I was just playing to pass time. And it was fucking awesome. It was a good time. I definitely want to get back to playing that one. I got it on a 360. Do we have spikes here? Unlock, please. Yeah, we got spikes. There we go. I gotta take these shades out. Shades are just in the way. Too bad you can't properly use telekinesis on the shades too. Okay. Like the camera's wigging out a little bit. It wasn't wigging out the last time I played. Did they update the camera? Okay, I'm gonna... Cool. Gonna save that. See how many we got. 24. It's actually not bad, especially if we can run this again. See, Rockstar should have done Max Payne 4, Bully 2, Manhunt 3, done a sequel to The Warriors, and they should have worked on an open world medieval game. A sequel to The Warriors would have been nice. Bully 2, 100%. There's no reason they should not have made Bully 2. If Bully didn't initially get its sales, over the years it definitely got its sales. So they should do that. Maybe Bully is like a once in a lifetime thing. Like maybe they can't get the rights to do something that risque with the younger characters. So that's probably the trouble with Bully. They probably can't do that properly again. You also mentioned Manhunt 3. I didn't really play the first two Manhunts, but I heard they're good games. An open world medieval game. I don't know what Rockstar would do with medieval. That's interesting. They did pretty good with Western, so they could probably kick ass with a medieval game. Max Payne 4, I'm a little bit iffy on. I love Max Payne 3. But some of the stuff that they did in that game still pisses me off to this day. The fact that you can't skip cutscenes really pisses me off. And I'm kind of torn because I like Remedy's Max Payne games also. I like Max Payne 1 and 2 a lot. I do love Max Payne a lot too. So that's a tough one for me. Because I kind of want Remedy to make the new Max Payne game. That's why I can't wait for the remasters. Okay, down here. What's happening? Yeah, Max Payne 3 was a hell of a lot of fun. I think the one thing that held me back from enjoying Max Payne was the fact that you couldn't skip cutscenes on subsequent playthroughs. Because I was interested in actually speedrunning that game. Just couldn't get past those cutscenes. Let's see. The Mask would be both a beat 'em up and a third-person shooter. Instead of driving, you can just turn into twisting tornadoes. He does. He should maybe get a like a Crash Bandicoot spin kick thing. That kind of fits. Yeah, a Mask game would be wild. Only fight like a couple of you guys at a time. Which you guys are doing that. Yeah, I love I recently watched I say recently, it was like last year. I watched the Max Payne 3 John Wick mod. That was really sick. On YouTube, it was really sick. And then years ago on YouTube, I watched this had to be over a decade ago. I watched some uploads of the Max Payne first-person shooter mod, and that's what made me actually do that Max Payne FPS playthrough. Was those I had always wanted to play Max Payne FPS style, and I finally got to do it a couple years back. Dante defeated death because he was already dead. He defeated everything in hell because of the help from heaven above and the spirit of Virgil. I'm just like, I feel like that shouldn't have been his first opponent. That was my gripe with it. I'm like, let me fight some like lesser demons first, then let me work my way up to death. But I understand he wouldn't have had his scythe had he not defeated death for the scythe. Like, that's just the way they structured it. But I thought it was silly to have just a regular guy, a regular soldier, just kill death right from the start. Like, cause where can you go from there? You killed the personification of the Grim Reaper. I mean, clearly nobody can fuck with you. So I don't even know why. Like, what struggles you're gonna have once you defeat the Grim fucking Reaper as a tutorial boss. But eventually I did just kind of let that criticism go. I was just like, whatever, just keep playing, and I enjoyed it. You think it would have been cool to have gotten a Batman Arkham game where Dracula would have been? Yes, actually, Batman vs. Dracula is one of my favorite DC animated movies. I think the next Batman game should go a little bit into the supernatural part of Batman, so you should get some like demon etrigan, some Jason Blood. You should get some Dead Man for sure. You should get some Dead Man in the Batman game. You should get some Solomon Grundy. Although I think didn't you actually get to fight Solomon Grundy in one of the Arkham games? I can't remember. I feel like Solomon Grundy was in Arkham City. Or like, was it Clayface pretending to be Solomon Grundy? I don't know. I can't remember. Dante was no regular soldier. He was pure badass. Many underestimated his skills. Yeah, he wasn't a regular soldier, but he was like he wasn't like superhuman at that point, I don't think. Like he was still a man. But yeah, regulars. Yeah, he definitely wasn't regular. He was an exceptional soldier. But he wasn't a god. That's the one thing. He wasn't a the carved stone skull. Wrought roughly from the same unidentifiable stone, this craven skull bears a set of twin sharp fangs that mark it easily as a vampire's. The only mar on its smooth surface is the vampire symbol of death, chiseled deeply into its forehead. Do we have... This one doesn't have spikes, does it? Kind of inconsistent with these spikes. There are none here. I really need there to be spikes here. Oh, it was Arkham City. He's an Easter egg and riddle in Arkham Knight. Yeah, what other supernatural things does Batman fight? He fights quite a bit of supernatural stuff. Once a supremely accurate set of weights and measures employed in alchemy. This ancient set of scales has long been frozen in perfect balance by the spread of rust. Upon the base lies the still visible vampire symbol for the principle of states. Okay, I guess I'm opening this door here. This is lightning, right? I think we're getting a lightning reaver symbol. Emblem. We'll be able to read up on the Shades evolved form next. Or do I need this? Yes. But if I'm standing here, what just happened? Did it push me out? Yes.
The third fragment of the balance emblem endowed the Reaver with the elemental power of lightning.
shades, they're tough. I do got a question for you, Painkiller. Did you get to play Marvel's Midnight Suns? I was thinking about that one. I haven't played it yet, but I love the X-Men Legends games and I love the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. So I was thinking about actually playing through that one. It seems cool because you get to play as like various street level heroes, but you get to do the supernatural stuff, like magic and demons and shit. Oh, I thought you were dead. No, somebody's throwing blades at me. Oh, yeah, that was nice. The third hit is great. That's cool. It's strong as hell, too, just like the Dark Reaver. Holy shit. I've never used the Lightning Reaver at full power. To this degree. I think I've accidentally used it before. It's kind of nice. Alright, up we go. And if this was our first rodeo, this would be a new card for us to collect. I'm gonna collect it just in case we got some watchers who didn't see that first playthrough. Still try to collect these cards. A third Darkness game and a third Riddick game, and a third Suffering game. Suffering I heard was pretty good too. Never played that one, but I did see a lot of it on G4 back in the day. The third Riddick game, Riddick was, I remember the gameplay for that one being very nice. In Darkness, I actually got to play the 2 Darkness games. Those were fun as hell. Yeah, like I asked, Midnight Suns isn't anything like the Ultimate Alliance games or anything like that, but it's just a fun concept. I think it's more of a pure RPG than those games are. Less of an action RPG and more of a, I guess, strategy RPG is what it is. Looks cool. You can customize your teams. I think it's like card-based offense. So you have to draw your attacks, basically. It looks pretty neat. I think they have Hellverine in there, like Wolverine with the Hellfire powers. I know Blade's in it. But I was just thinking about that. Because that one has a lot of street level characters. I think Hawk's in it too. Incredible Hawk. Jonah Hex game. That's interesting. That's an interesting combination. Yeah, I would easily take a combo of Max Payne and Red Dead. That's money right there. It's a money combo. I'd want like a Red Dead game with like some really good CQC in it. Like for me, that would elevate something like that. Like a really good melee system. Maybe something like RE6 or something like MGS4. Or did MGS5 have a better melee system? Maybe it could have something like that. We need a good Ghost Rider game. Yeah, that'd be dope. We had a decent one on PS2 back in the day. It was kind of like a God of War ripoff. That was solid. I don't remember if you could use the motorcycle or not in that one. I'm sure there was probably some mini games where you can use the motorcycle. We already went down here, I think. Just making sure everything's starting to kind of look the same. Tonight's stream is going to be a pretty short one. I'm going to get off around 10 o'clock, maybe like 10:15. Oh, so you get to actually team up with Blade in that one. Okay. I always wanted to play that one. I wanted to play that. I wanted to play the Jack Skellington PS2 game. I never got to play that one. The Nightmare Before Christmas Capcom developed beat 'em up that plays a lot like a Devil May Cry game. Like I always wanted to get down with that one. I might emulate that one because I would love play that. It's probably expensive now though to copy that up. Forgot we could actually get these guys to take each other out. Can only hit each other with the horizontal attacks. So stupid. Right in between you. Right here, fools. Now they're just clobbering me. Why don't you use something that hits the other guy? Like that. Let me help you guys. You want to take it. Yes, Oogie's Revenge. That one was awesome. Wait, there's somebody still alive here? What? I think I just saw a shade. Alright, if somebody's still alive, I gotta actually take them out. Additionally, there is another card, if you haven't gotten it. I think we could just run, jump, and get this. Not a big deal. I'm trying to do it perfectly, but you probably don't have to. Maybe you do. There's shades. There's these people too. There's spikes. Yes, there's spikes here. Hell yeah. Let's get our numbers up. Wish Kain would just do it first try. Alright. He never does it first try. Dude, just do it, man. You don't got unlimited telekinesis. Oh, they got. Okay, you're closer. Yeah. Just stop being a bastard. How about that? See, I don't understand why he bypassed the spike that was here to go all the way here, but hey. There we go. Still out. Alright, let's take a look at our number. It's 28. We need 50 of those.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
Trying to remember if there was like any game that you could. I think there's plenty of games you get to play as Darth Maul, but he's never had his own game. That's true. A Gargoyles game would be awesome to have done correctly. Play missions in both medieval and modern times. Gargoyles game would be nice. I think if the version that I would want to play is for you to use your own gargoyle. Because one thing about the gargoyles, most of them don't use like the modern technology. And I would want to be able to use both medieval weapons and future weapons like laser guns and stuff. So I think they should let you create your own original gargoyle, or if you didn't want to use a gargoyle, they should let you use like the magical beings in there. Like one character I really like in Gargoyles that was people don't really think about him a lot is Puck, the trickster. I like if you can play as like a character like that who can shapeshift and do all this magic. Okay, well once you kill those guys, they're gone. They really don't want you grinding this out. And this, I believe, is the wrong way. Yeah, this. I don't think this is where we're going. Oh, it is actually. Wish these two could hurt each other. It's force field. Didn't stay down long at all. Predator's had some good games. I think Predator recently had a pretty decent game, right? Maybe a couple years back. Done already? Expected more of you. Gargoyle's game, you could play as Glad's son, so you could use futuristic weapons along with your strength and abilities as a gargoyle. Yeah, I want something like that. Gargoyles are fun, but I think combat-wise they're a bit more limited because they don't even. Some of them use weapons, but most of them just use their claws, which is cool. But I feel like I want something a little bit more with a little bit more depth than that. Unless you're doing sick stuff like, you know, they give you like a parry system, combos, all sorts of crazy shit. But if they aren't doing that, then I'd rather like have a custom character. Alright, I'm kinda lost here. This is how we leave. Yeah, that's how we leave. But wasn't there something else? Because we went this way, but this way seemed like extra credit. Because this was the actual place that seemed like progress. Is this where we came from initially? Dude, I'm hella confused. I'm gonna run that back, see if we can get those enemies back. That way we can get some more impalements. But unless we came from this direction, I'm not sure. We must have came from this direction. And I just forgot. These enemies aren't coming back. Yeah, let's just make sure. I hate to do it. I mean, Kain will tell us where to go proper. This is the way to go. That is the way to actually go. So you know what? I'm not gonna waste that time. You guys' time is valuable, as is mine. So I'm not gonna waste it like that. Alright, we're gonna head the heck out of here. That's what I was trying to say. Head the hell out of here. That's how you would make a gargoyle game. It's not a bad idea actually. The gliding could be really cool. It could be like maybe like Arkham, but maybe with a little bit more freedom, because gargoyles can actually lift themselves from the ground, not just glide like Batman. Okay, I know what just happened, or I don't know what just happened, but we'll figure it out. Now I'm just cheating. Must have got lost. Escape from New York gang, and also Tekken-like game, but all the characters are horror icons. Freddy, Jason, Michael, etc., etc. You know, NetherRealm could do that. They've done pretty good iterations of Jason, Freddy, Alien. They've already done a lot of the classic horror icons. So another realm could do it if they wanted to. They've done Scream. they've done a lot of them already. It's like you might as well, and it doesn't even have to have that many characters. Like if they ever wanted to take a break from MKDC and MK, well, MK and DC, I should say, then they could actually do the horror movie fighting game. Trying to see if there's more of these guys around. Doesn't look like it.
A new area of the vampire citadel lay open. I still had much to discover.
Escape from New York would be interesting.
Nestled deep in the Black Forest, Vorodor had once held court over a private kingdom, as decadent as it was depraved. Now, all was still. I hoped I had not arrived too late.
All right. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that Escape from New York game you mentioned. How would that go? I feel like we've had similar such ideas to an Escape from New York game, but we haven't had a full out and out Escape from New York game. So I think it would end up as like bits and pieces from other games you used to make it. Of course you would have a little bit of Metal Gear in there. I feel like you'd have maybe even like a little bit of Manhunt. Need some open world sprinkled in there. It'd be interesting for sure. Kind of wish these things talk to give you like extra bit of creep factor. Raziel's already maxed out. One thing we could do right quick, since Kain got some new enemies, we can actually take a look at those. We gotta go.
Material Reaver. Ornamental sheep.
Oh, we do have profiles for the bosses. That's pretty good. Okay, so I know we have new versions of this. We have the Lesser Shade, which we already read before. We also have the Greater Shade, which we've seen artwork for the shades already. The Greater Shade is the largest of the two varieties of shades. Its dark, turbulent body shifts and swirls with shadows blacker than night. Being the most powerful of its kind, it is as such the most aggressive. Preferring a somewhat close-range stance, this immense ephemeral shadow is a most intimidating opponent. Its attack is Shadow Charge. At medium combat range, the Greater Shade can quickly propel itself at its victim, bashing them with their shadow form bodies. This move is quick and deadly, but given it propels the Greater Shade's entire body, it leaves them at a slightly closer range than normally preferred. This, in turn, leaves them slightly more vulnerable to swift counterattack. It's cool that they give you combat strategies too. We haven't fought the, oh, we have fought the Dreadnought. I don't think we've fought these yet. We meet them here for the first time. So I don't know where we would have fought these in this playthrough. But this is called the Dreadnought Archon. This type of Archon, the Dreadnought, is larger and stronger than its predecessor. One might describe them as the heavy infantry of the Archon world. Due to their considerable size and lack of speed, they prefer to stay close to the ground, while still exhibiting the same sinuous swimming motions the Archon Reapers do, or the Reaper Archons. Projectile hold. The Dreadnought Archon's primary form of attack, other than swiping with their massive hook-like arms, is a projectile of spectral ichor. This webbing, if well aimed, will cause the struck target to become immobilized. The Dreadnought Archon will then approach the victim and attempt to slam its massive claws into their vulnerable flesh. Conversely, if the opponent is not held, the Archon will tend to hang back, away from their prey until a projectile attack is successful. Its second attack is the Draining Leash. The Dreadnought Archon's second form of attack is an energy draining leash, very similar to that of the Reaper Archon. This can be initiated by a successful melee strike, but is most often used in conjunction with the projectile hold. As their prey will be completely vulnerable during the hold, the Dreadnought is free for a moment to initiate this health draining ability without resistance. Once the draining leash is latched on, the Archon will back off in an attempt to protect this connection. I think we got all the vampire hunters. We got one locked. Not sure which one this is. We will find out. Revenants, we got some of these locked. Statues, we met a new statue, the Guardian statue. Yep, we read that last time, and now we got the Guardian constructs. This is the larger of the two varieties of statues that Kain and Raziel encounter. Once activated, the shoulders, eyes, and head of the statue flame with virulent ferocity. Their attacks are strong and swift, causing any unaware victim to be thrown upon contact. The Guardian construct has not only been blessed with massive strength and endurance, but also a magical flaming shield which protects them from harm. Its ability is Fiery Shield. This shield protects the Guardian construct, coating their stone skin in wreaths of blazing fire. As long as this shield engulfs the construct, any attacks levied against it will cause a backlash of flame that will sear and incinerate the attacker. Now I think that's it. We have the feral humans, but I think we read them already. That's just, if we haven't, let's do it again. Feral humans belong to a wild and uncivilized tribe of human beings who have remained tameless over the centuries. They reside within the crumbled vampire citadel, which they hold as an extremely holy and revered place. Feral humans worship vampires and therefore try to primitively emulate their behaviors and abilities, or strike that and reverse it. Their abilities include the charge and leap, which I hate. The feral humans, though not trained in combat, are still vicious opponents who hold little regard for their own safety. If a moderate range from their victim, the ferals will attempt to corner and target their target with a long, powerful leap, which will close the distance in the blink of an eye. If the leap connects, the ferals will then attempt to ram their long, powerful bone claws into their prey's body, causing considerable damage. On the other hand, if a feral is already at close quarters, they can instead sprint forward and ram their bodies into the target. one must be sure to keep all feral humans within range of sight, as they are wont to sneak up behind their opponents and interrupt their assaults with a quick leap or charge. Very annoying. Bone Rain. The ferals also have one more trick up their sleeves. If unable to close the distance to their target, when too many of their brethren in the way, they are also able to reach behind their backs, and pull from their thick ornamental backplates a wicked curved bone blade. The feral can lob this projectile high up into the air. The long high arc of this projectile makes it very difficult to predict and dodge, as it will probably leave the field of view for a moment as it arcs into the air. Interesting stuff. We got bosses too. I'm gonna save those for next time. Gonna save all the bosses for next time. We do have all the we have 4 of the Pillar Guardians. Alright, check up on what you guys are saying. Sleeping Dogs 2. Sleeping Dogs, the first one was amazing. It was it's almost like I think it's Western made. It's almost like a Western made Yakuza game in a way. Favorite Mortal Kombat is Armageddon. That game's story and atmosphere was awesome, and Taven was very underrated. I enjoyed the gameplay for what it was. I'd never played the story. That's one thing I gotta revisit. Do I plan on playing the Outbreak games anytime soon? Not anytime soon. I do want to revisit the entire Resident Evil series with the original trilogy forward, but Outbreak isn't on that list as of yet. I want to play them at some point, but just not soon. The Outbreak games were way ahead of their time. They honestly, people didn't know, they didn't really understand them at the time they first came out. That's one thing. I wonder what a world would look like if the Outbreak games actually sold well. Like, so, I mean, they sold well, but sold better than, even better than the main series. Do it. It kind of makes you sad that they haven't revisited that idea or even re-released the Outbreak games. They could have at least re-released those. I know it likely is not easy to do so, but those games are amazing. I don't think I can reach this in the physical. I can't. Gotta believe in yourself, kiddies. You got to believe. I think there was one here I didn't get. I got this one, but I think there was something in there I never got the first time. Capcom should have made File 3. Those cowards. numbers. We're actually OP for this part. One thing I don't have yet is the ability to maneuver these guys. Otherwise, I would be like, we can only push them. We can't like pick them up or anything like that. Maybe, you know what? Let's okay. I'm making this harder than it needs to be. So let's do this. Let's get them in the air. They're good at dodging. There we go. Let's do it. I kind of want to, let me see. I want to do that, quit, and then try this again. Doom 3 fucking rocks. Definitely agree with you there. Yeah. Yeah, they, it would have been nice. It would have been nice for them to make a file 3. Do I have to do all this over? No way. No, we're good. I could just go in there. So if they revive the Outbreak series, should they move it past the end of Raccoon City? Should it be a prequel to the original Outbreak in the original series? Or should it be like sometime after that? And if it is, sweet. Hey, Kitty Raid. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Thanks, guys. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. My God. Welcome. Thanks for that. That is entirely unexpected. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Wow. Thank you, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Having a good night. Definitely having a good night. How are you guys? How are y'all? My God. The least thing I expected. How are y'all? How is y'all, how is the escape room? Yeah, getting that battlefield in. You guys escaped. Congratulations. Congratulations. Nice. Those escape rooms are not easy. So this congratulations is very sincere. Good work. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna run this again. Because we're actually making some progress on that impalement. So we're gonna run this for a bit. Man. 57 minutes, 22 seconds. Nice. Last one. Cool, you escaped from that one too. Did you guys do the Dracula one? I think it's Dracula. Dracula's is it called Dracula's Curse, or I forget. I think one of them was like a Dracula one. That's the only one I've ever kind of done, and I've only gotten like, I think we almost escaped. We didn't actually get to escape. Dracula's Lair, yes. That one was hard. That one was really hard. I went with some I went with family, but then we had like my niece had brought her boyfriend and he hard carried us. That young dude was super smart. That thing was hard. I felt so stupid. It was so much stuff I didn't know. But it was fun though. They played y'all the first time? What happened the first time? I mean, that's the main thing that counts. Y'all solved it, so shoot, congratulations. And did y'all have a big group too? I think it's a little bit more manageable when you have a bigger group because you didn't hear the other door unlock. Oh yeah. Because if you don't, because it's so mysterious, there's stuff happening where you solving stuff, and then there's stuff happening elsewhere, and you just kind of get stuck because you don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, I mean, but still, like, y'all still got it. 5. See, that's really impressive because 5 isn't even like, that's big, but that's not like super big. So that's really good. Yeah, definitely gotta go with y'all next time. Y'all know what y'all doing. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the raid. I am unfortunately not gonna be streaming for too much longer, but and I think I like wait. Huh? What just happened? I'm actually not gonna save that because I want to be able to manipulate this. Yeah, I definitely want to go to the next one you guys go to. So let me know next time y'all go, and I will let the wife know, and we will join you guys. I'm gonna need some training. I need to learn how to play chess or something, because that was one thing too. It was the for some of the puzzles you needed to know how to play chess, and I just don't know how to play chess. But yeah, next time y'all go, I am down. Oh, okay. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I know you're talking about the classic Mummy series, not the Tom Cruise Mummy, because nobody talks about Tom Cruise Mummy. Just some random shade to Tom Cruise for no reason. That's awesome. So you can say that you guys have a certain set of skills. Tom Cruise Mummy doesn't exist. Not at all. Not at all. Man, that's awesome. And that was y'all's was that y'all's first try at it? At the Vampire's Lair? I think Kitty said that was her first try. I think you told me that. My memory's so bad though. Second, okay. Nice. Nice. That first try makes you so salty. It's like, man. I just need another shot at it. So this was red before, now it's not. I can't believe I'm grinding at this game. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of the trophies in this game. Like, these would be a little bit more fun if they persisted throughout both playthroughs, instead of like being locked per playthrough. It's a little too grindy. Because if this is the case, you can't really have a perfect playthrough of this where you can do everything in one run. You're gonna need multiple runs. Like, if you don't save scum like I'm doing, you're gonna need several runs to get all these trophies. Alright, Painkiller, appreciate you stopping by. See what you're up to. You saying you're gonna play some Resident Evil 5. That's awesome. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming through. That's one thing. Me and my buddy Mark, we're doing a co-op of RE6. We're eventually gonna do RE5 too, because that was a game we played. We played the hell out of RE5. So I'm gonna let you know whenever we drop that, whenever we get started with that. But I appreciate you, bro. Have a great night. I know I'm close to 50 at this point. I gotta be at like 40. There it is. 50 enemies. My God. We're grinding. In the Legacy of Kain game. One movie. Exactly. Tom Cruise mummy, what? Man, that is such a colossal failure. Such a colossal failure. They really tried to make like the Universal Monster Avengers and did not go well. I don't know if there's a, there might be a, I'm not getting these trophies whenever you have to kill like all the enemies at a place. I'm just not getting those. I think you probably won't be able to reload the game to get these. We can probably do 5. We can do a lift attack one here, I think. Let's try to do a lift attack one here. Let's do it. Let's see. Damn, you have to be really quick to do this. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Let's see. keeps locking the same guy in place. See, I can quit getting hit by these guys. My God. I think this would actually be easier with Kain. Yeah, I don't know. This is annoying. Yeah, I think Raziel has a his range has to be a little bit closer than Kain's, so it makes getting those lift attacks a little bit harder. Alright. Put me way back. But I see we can do it, we just can't get hit. Unfortunately, like we can maybe get hit like one. I feel kind of gross trophy hunting, but it's also fun. That's the main reason I do it. It's kind of fun in its own way. These assholes are already hitting me. Yeah, see, Raziel's range is so stubby. Alright, let's just get everybody a little bit closer. Come on. Come on, so this makes a little bit more sense. Alright, cool. This is good. Come on. Oh, messed that up. Did that guy die? Oh, this. Okay. I'm annoyed. It's okay. It's A-okay. We can, there's another side with more enemies, so we could just leave and go over there. Should probably wait and try to do this with Kain, but it shouldn't be too hard right there. Let's see. Bro, they just fuck these enemies. God damn. It's like they're attacking you before you even hit the ground. There. Got him. Oh, it looks like it's not working though. I hate that. Like I don't even land yet and they're already comboing me. We'll try again. I'm gonna try one more time, then I'm gonna call it a night, guys. It has been fun. I have been raided. I got to talk about Marvel games. I got to roast a movie that shall not be named. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'll at least try both sides if I can't get the first side. Otherwise, we'll pick it up again tomorrow. So what I don't get is I think there was a point in that last run where I did have all of them in the air at the same time with the lift attack. So it's a lot to manage. It's already a hard trophy to get without these idiots like being able to hit you that fast. Like there's so many variables, you know. See, he's like Raziel's even like freezing the wrong people in the air. So hold on. Let me read the fine print of this trophy. So, attack 5 enemies into the air simultaneously. So I think this is literally they have to be grouped and then you have to use one attack to get them all into the air. Which we can try that because this other method doesn't seem to be working. I don't know how you can lift all of them in one attack. Almost did it there actually. Okay. Let's see. Just gotta get a good angle. Gotta get an angle where they're all almost there. Almost had it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one will be easier as Kain. But I don't really know a part with Kain where you're fighting 5 enemies at once, though. Really? Okay, we'll try this other side and call it a night. Let's see. How can you do it to get them all at once? It's not attacking the middle doesn't really do it. Maybe nope. Almost. Maybe there was even more enemies. That one dodged. Kinda gotta hit the... Almost. 2 of them dodged. I didn't get this one. Messed up part is they can actually kill each other too. Like just like I thought he almost killed that one. Ew, this weapon. Okay, maybe I could just spam it like this. Yeah, okay, I didn't know I could just spam it. Fair enough. Okay, I didn't know I could spam it. I'm gonna give it one more try. Just one more. Because I think these guys are about to expire. But it seems like I'm supposed to do it in one attack, but fuck it. Actually, I wonder if I can gather like 10 of those guys together. Something tells me no, but let's see if we can do it. Because if we can get like more than 5 enemies together, it's very possible we can just do it very easily. Let's see. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Some of you guys are lagging. Some of you guys have the most impeccable aim ever. Friggin' aim bots. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now you're slow all of a sudden. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. My God. Come, 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 come. My God. Stop. Okay. Okay, they're all here. Sweet. So now the tough part is like getting them to not kill each other. Looks like we're kind of limited on enemy count here a little bit. These guys are glitching out. Or I thought they were. All right, everybody's here. Sweet. So this could go really bad really quickly, but let's see. Got it. That's how we did it. That's how we did it. That was good. That was good strategery. Good strategery. Had to think about it a little bit. But we got it. Alright, folks. That's gonna be it for me tonight. Just before I go, just wanted to say, yeah, I did say I was gonna do quite a few things at the beginning of the month. The month didn't quite pan out how I wanted it to pan out. A very busy month for me, a very distracting month for me, but I am gonna play Legacy of Kain Ascendance. So you guys, if you haven't bought it already, just check out my streams of that game. I bought it so that I can give it a fair shake and review it. It has a character I don't really care for, and I'm gonna also review that comic, which I said I was gonna do. Now the timetables on everything is gonna be a little bit wonky because Ascendance is going to be here in just like 5 days. Right, 5 days, right? Yep, 5 days. So the review for Defiance may or may not be here before that. I intend to try to 100% this game before Ascendance, but that's looking more and more impossible. Because these trophies are taking forever to get. Let's see how many I got. How many I need to get. I got 43. Immolations is gonna be next. We may or may not be able to get this one in this playthrough. I'm hoping we can. Arcane Tomes, we won't be able to get this on this playthrough. There's 2 I missed at the beginning last time with Raziel. These are bugged for some reason. We're gonna do a whole nother playthrough to possibly get these. Possibly, I don't know. Breakables here. We need to probably go back and start doing this. But I think when you reset or when you reload the game, these become impossible to get. It's kind of a theory I'm working with. 2 Vampire Guardians. We still got this. This we didn't get, so I think that's going to take another playthrough. So it's a lot of these little additional trophies to get, and then we got a speed run playthrough we got to do. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that in the next 5 days, like all of these, but that's kind of my goal with this. I kind of want to 100% the game before I do my review. So I don't know. You guys are gonna get all that content I talked about, but the timetable is just kind of all over the place right now. So anyways, I appreciate everybody who stopped by tonight. Thanks to Kitty Plays, and thanks to Wisdom Manor for the raid. And I believe there was somebody else who came through as well. Don't want to forget. Leave that person out. Also, and how do you pronounce that? Andrada baby? Andrada baby. Also, thanks to Andrada baby. Thanks to all you guys for the raid. Appreciate Painkiller for stopping by. I want you guys, everybody, to take care. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm streaming tomorrow. I do got work. So sometime after work, I'll be back and streaming. So appreciate you guys. Want you guys to take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Till next time, everybody. Peace.